Well, it's fall again in Los Angeles. The leaves aren't falling, the air isn't crisp, and apparently apple cider has too many carbs. But the good news is, Adam Scott from Party Down and Parks and Rec is here, so come and join us in the Red Band trailer.
Come inside for a ride. Don't hide from me. Don't hide from me.
Adam Scott.
Yes.
From Santa Cruz, California.
That's true.
Thank you for joining us here in the Red Band trailer today.
Thanks for having me.
This is very exciting for all of us.
It's exciting for me, and I love this trailer. Actually, I'm thinking about, trying to either buy or steal it from you.
It's really difficult to steal because you have to hitch up, and it's kind of a slow, lumbering sort of heist.
Well, like I said earlier, I just purchased a crane.
Okay.
I might just sleep tight and know that it might disappear.
Good to know.
Okay.
So I have to say, just as you are envious of my trailer,
Yes.
I, in fact, am envious of many of the roles you have played, to be quite honest.
Really?
Yes. First of all, you have worked with one of the ultimate greats, one of the legends, one of the titans of the industry, and I think you know who I'm talking about.
Jennifer Lopez?
No, actually.
Oh.
I'm talking about Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
Oh, God, that's a good one, yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's so great.
Can you talk about this at all? What was it? First of all, it was not the first time that you would work with one of the Savage Boys.
It was the first time.
Wait, it was the first time, but not the last.
Not the last, because Ben Savage was first, and then Fred Savage was like 15 years later on Party Down. So Mr. Feeney, he was really cool to me because it was I think my first day was like this scene where I'm in the principal's office.
Griff.
Yeah, Griff was in the principal's office, and Mr. Feeney is telling, because I'm new at the school, and he's kind of, giving me the business.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of giving him the business back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of an instigator.
Nothing sexual. We're just giving each other the business.
Right.
It's an audience show, but we were shooting this scene after the audience had gone home. So there was so it was just like this echoey, dark, empty room, and we're supposed to pretend that everyone was laughing. And they were having us do it over and over again because I was probably just terrible and not getting it right, but I didn't know because it was one of my first jobs, and I was like really freaking out. And I just remember between each take when they were trying to get me to do it a different way because I was doing it badly probably, he would just whisper to me and be like, "Don't pay any attention to these fucking assholes." He's like, "Don't worry about it." God damn it. Because he was like, I want to go home, but he's also probably just like, it's not going to get any better. Like, let the kid, whatever it was.
Well, who knew a principal would be anti-establishment?
I know.
He was on Griff's side.
He was totally on Griff's side. He was really cool. I hope I didn't just sell out Mr. Feeney to his former employers at Touchstone Television or whoever it was.
Another reason that people might be watching this interview, and I think it's about a pretty great show that you worked on that has Party in the title. Party of Five.
Yes, Party of Five.
7 episodes on Party of Five, one of the greatest family dramas of all time.
Yeah.
Dan and I are both completely obsessed. Can you talk about that experience a little?
Have you been watching it lately, like the DVDs or something? Or
No, I watched it when it was on the air.
Yeah, me too.
I should revisit it on DVD because I'm sure it holds up.
I played Josh. I've played lots of Joshes I found in my career, and I believe I played Josh on Party of Five.
Were you Nev's love interest?
I think I was just the giant pussy that she just needed to get out of the way so she could get to the real man.
Okay, so you did this really inventive, interesting series called Tell Me You Love Me.
Yes.
Which I did watch.
You did?
And I did.
Did you watch it at the time?
At the time, yes.
You did, okay.
And it's interesting that that's how we talk about television now. It's like, well, did you watch it then, or are you just getting into it now? Because people didn't used to have that option, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it was about sex therapy, basically.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty daring show because people did it on the show.
Yeah.
Which, for an actor, I don't know if that's a really exciting opportunity because you get to do something daring and you get to be vulnerable, or is it just incredibly scary and weird?
The nudity thing kind of gave me pause, but at the same time, being on an HBO show was something that I wanted to do, and in this had all this like really crazy sex in it, but when I read the pilot script, I thought it was really moving and interesting and something I had never really seen on TV before, or even that much in movies. Like it was exploring stuff about relationships that they usually don't include, like all the kind of mundane stuff maybe, but also kind of the really subtle things that you don't usually see, that you only see in life. You don't usually see it represented in movies, and so
subtlety is always a problem with television
Yeah.
because people don't always watch it or respond to it.
there
So,
you go.
There you go.
Hence, Tell Me You Love Me getting canceled.
But you sort of leapt from that experience, still naked, perhaps
Yes.
emotionally,
Yes.
into Party Down,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, it's, you know this. It's like a celebrated cult classic show now.
Thank you.
In as much as something can be a cult classic when it's like, 3 years old or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you get asked constantly about the movie.
Right.
That's happening?
Probably. They have like a story mapped out for it, and they're just going to write it, and the whole cast really is like
Like the coolest cast ever.
yeah, everyone's so cool and great, so great. And so we're gonna try and do it, maybe next summer if everybody's schedules work out.
It's kind of interesting because the concept of the show is pretty meta in the context of production, because the people on the show, many of them are aspiring to
Right.
work in show business.
Right.
So on one hand, that has to be kind of a gift because you have a lot of personal experience to draw on, but then you don't. You seem like you've been employed for a really, really long time.
I always thought of it this way. I thought if I quit today and just like decided to walk away, would anyone tell me it was the wrong move and beg me to stay? And for a good 10 years, no one would have cared. Like, I feel like my agent would be like, oh, really? All right, well, good luck.
Yeah.
So like the characters in Party Down, like they've all worked a little bit, but they're still basically nowhere and just kind of floating around and in this constant state of sort of humiliation.
I always wonder, like, what it would be like, having never actually done it myself, to watch to be involved in a show that is both critically beloved
Yeah.
and widely watched, and
Yeah.
it has the perfect storm of sitcom awesomeness.
Yeah,
It's just a good feeling.
I felt that way about the show before I was on it. Like I felt like this is just, they've kind of figured it out here. They're on
Yes,
NBC.
they figured it out, right?
Yeah. It's like The Office had figured it out as well. They're on a major network. They're doing exactly what they want. And people are watching it. So getting a job on the show, I knew it was just a huge lucky break for me. And yeah, I swear, like next week we have a hiatus week where we're off for a week and then we start up again the following week. And I get pangs of being homesick for working there. I get to be with it's a great schedule because I get to be with my family and stuff, but I just love working there. It's really every day I'm happy about it.
Well, that's a pretty nice note to end this interview on.
Yeah.
Would you like to join me out back by the Tiki Bar?
I've heard a rumor of a tiki bar, and I want to confirm if it's true or not.
Come on back.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the Tiki 10. This is our traditional lightning round that we do on the show, in which I ask you 10 rapid fire questions and you have to answer them as quickly and succinctly as possible. You ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Number 1, you're from Santa Cruz. Is it really like the Lost Boys?
No. Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Number 2, which director would you like to work with more than anyone else?
That would be Wes Anderson.
That's a good answer. I want to be Wes Anderson.
Me too.
I want to wear like a little blazer.
I totally want to dress like him.
Exactly. Number 3, I'm forcing my son, Inspector Maroon 5, to become a child actor. If your kids decided to be actors, would you encourage them or not?
Well, my daughter just turned 3, so that means it's time for her side card.
No, I agree.
So I don't care if they want to or not, but they're doing it.
I hope you're putting her in heavy makeup every day.
Yeah.
Okay,
As soon as she
good.
wakes up.
Number 4, a wizard forces you to take over one of your characters' lives and lead that life from now on. Do you pick Henry or Ben?
Can I just real quick, what's the wizard's first name?
The wizard's first name is Wallace.
Okay, Wallace, the wizard. I would go Ben.
Really?
He's just a happier person.
He just has a better life.
Yeah.
But don't you think Henry moved on to better things?
We don't know yet.
All right. Hoping for a spoiler there.
We'll have to wait for the movie. Sorry, it's so stupid.
No, that's not stupid. That's good. That's good.
Shouldn't say things like that. It's
All
just
right.
Dumb.
Number 5. I have a question about Twilight.
Okay.
Are you on Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I have not seen the Twilight movies, but I'm gonna say right now that I'm on Team Jacob.
Number 6. You have gone from that guy to full-blown celebrity. Are you getting meaner?
Shut up.
Cats or dogs? I just watched this movie, Cats and Dogs, and it kind of made me feel like everyone should pick a side.
Dogs?
You like dogs better than cats?
I don't care.
Are you just saying that because there's a dog listening?
Yeah.
Number 9. Name something you haven't done that you want to do, and it can't be a show business thing.
I'd like to try rock climbing.
For a second, I thought you were going to say a rock band, and I was like, ugh.
Or a rock of cocaine.
Yeah, I'd like to try a rock of crack. Yeah.
A rock band, that would be terrible.
That's what I was afraid of. Number 10.
Yep.
One of my favorite movies of yours is Piranha 3D.
Uh-huh.
Can you describe that shooting experience in one sentence?
It was hot and kind of shitty, but pretty fun.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming here today.
Thanks for having me in the Tiki Bar. Beachcomber too.
Party on, Adam.
Party on, Garth.
What? Oh, seriously, are you still dwelling on this? It happened like 10 minutes ago. It's not that big of a deal. You can't take it personally, Patsy. Look, we'll talk about this later over fajitas. Well, I guess Adam Scott's on Team Jacob. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty amazing interview. Thanks for joining us here in the Red Band trailer. And until next time, it's still not your fault. It's enough.